Okay, so now we're going to look at finding the present value of an ordinary annuity. And I'll just go ahead and put /annuity due because I can do both here very quickly. So if I put $12,000 into a retirement account for 20 years and that compounds annually and the annual interest rate is 8%, what is the present value? So I want to know if I'm going to do this, what is the value of that today? What is the value of that $12,000 per year for 20 years today? So my annual interest rate is 8%. My number of periods, I'm going to take the years times the number of compounds per year, which I know right now is 0. Payment, that's the annuity part. That's the regular amount at regular intervals, which in this case is $12,000. Present value is what I'm going to solve for here in a second. Future value is 0 because we want to know what it's going to come out to begin with. Future value, you'd fill that in if this problem said, I'm putting $12,000 in a year every year for the next 20 years. And then on that 20th year, I'm going to put an extra $100,000 in. That would be where I'd put the $100,000 would be the future value. I'm not doing that here, but if that were the case. Type, we're going to start this with being an ordinary annuity, and then we'll switch to an annuity due. Number of years, 20, compounds per year, compounds annually. And the interest rate, remember, is a calculated field, the annual interest rate divided by the compounds per year. So I'm going to do equals PV, open parenthesis, and I'm going to do my interest rate, which is my interest rate per period, my number of periods, my payment, which is the annuity part, future value, and type 0 because this is an ordinary annuity. So the value of that $12,000 payment every year at the end of every year for the next 20 years is $117,000, $117,817.77. That's an ordinary annuity, so the assumption is that I'm paying that at the end of each year. The only difference between an ordinary annuity and an annuity due is the timing of the payments. So if I change, in this case, if I change my type from a 0 to a 1, so let's look at the present value function here. This type here, it says returns the present value investment, total amount series is worth now. This is a logical value. Payment at the beginning of the period equals a 1, payment at the end of the period equals a 0. So I put a 1 in there, that makes it an annuity due calculation, and it will change my number. Whoops, that's my future value, excuse me. My type needs to be a 1. Notice that makes the present value go up in this case. So that would be the present value of an annuity due, meaning the annuity would be due up front.